So folks, look, MAGA Republicans are calling for defunding the police departments and defunding the FBI now. That's a good one. I like that one. Well, guess what? And they refuse to provide funding that's going to keep communities safe and secure. We talk about crime. Well, it's outrageous. My budget invests in public safety. It includes funding for more training, more support for law enforcement, at a time when they expect to play many roles. We expect our cops to be social workers. We expect them to be psychologists, mental health counselors. You know, more cops are killed responding to domestic violence calls than anything else. Do you know that? Well, folks, I don't want to defund them. They need more help. We don't expect a cop to be everything from a psychologist to a counselor. These departments need more investment in this kind of help. And we're going to fund proven strategies for accountable and effective community policing so cops know the communities they serve. And the communities know them. We got to get cops back on the street. Back on the street in the communities they know. Where they know the people, where they stop in and they know the guy who owns the liquor store. They know the preacher who runs the local school, the local ministry. They know the person who runs the local grocery store. When we did that in the Biden crime bill, crime just plummeted because they know folks. I remember I was in Wilmington. My son used to be the Attorney General of the state of Delaware. And he'd have his folks go out and knock on the doors. And there was a lady who called who lived on 4th Street, and an area that's kind of tough. She had rented one of these old Victorian homes, you know, the kind that have a outcropping on the corner of the, and she could hear the gangs below getting ready to do what they're going to do. But she's scared to death to call anybody because she knows if they found out it was her, they'd be back. So my son made sure the cops gave their phone numbers to the people in the neighborhood with a commitment they'd never say where they got the information. And guess what? Violent crime dropped because she could pick up the phone and call and say, they're outside. I can hear them. They're talking about this we're going to do. Cops need help. There's some bad cops, by the way. What we did, my Justice Department just did in Louisville, Kentucky, was long overdue to put those suckers in jail. And by the way, how many cops you know like bad cops? I don't know many. Not a joke. We're going to provide 100,000 more community policing officers nationwide and invest in tens of thousands of more school nurses and school counselors and mental health help.